What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be installing the Hobbywing Quicrun 1080 G2 brushed electronic speed controller. Well, let's not say install, but I'll show you how it was installed and I'll teach you how to program it real quick. This should be pretty easy and simple. One thing you are going to need besides your ESC is you are going to need your Hobbywing programming card. That is a must, but this is one of the coolest things you have because you can program pretty much every Hobbywing ESC with it. So when you get your ESC, the Quicrun, it will come with this sticker, but the cool thing when you get the program card, it comes with every sticker for every ESC. So it's really simple. I decided to install mine in the factory location. I went ahead and you're going to plug this wire into channel 2, your main wire off of the harness right here. There will be 2 extra wires with it. There's going to be a white one and a yellow one that come off of this. You do not need to use those. They each have a single plug on them. Don't use those, just use the single plug that has the white, red, and black wire. The first thing you want to do after that is you want to make sure you have a good charged battery. Then you want to make sure your motor is actually connected and you're on some kind of stand. I noticed that if you do not have your motor connected, this does not initiate right, or at least it wouldn't for me. After that, we're going to go ahead and use our programming card and put all of the programming functions in we need. So what we're going to do is, first we're going to put on our transmitter like we always should. And get this guy plugged in. Now we're calibrating our throttle. So the first thing we want to do is we want to hold our set button while we power this guy on. Let go of it. We're in neutral. Neutral is set. Hold your throttle. 2 beeps. That is set for forward. 3 beeps. That is set for reverse. So, before each of those beeps, you hold it to the maximum position, and then you are good to go. So now, we have forward throttle, reverse throttle. Alright, so we know that works, so we're good to go. Let's move on to the next step. Next step is we want to power this off. And we're going to go ahead and open this port right up here in the front. And this is going to have our plug with it. Now you're going to see black, red, white. They're the same. So your white wire is always your signal wire, your black's always your minus. And we're going to slide that right on top. And make sure everything is corresponding with these plugs when you're putting this on here. Alright, make sure this is off as well. You do not want this, you want everything off. Alright, so now we're going to power on. And we have our program card. So our program card, if we can see it, try to get some of this light off of here so it's not so shiny. Alright, so our program card, this will give us all of our functions. So item 1, it's going to tell us like forward reverse or forward brake reverse if we're using LiPo, nickel metal hydride, and everything like that. So for this one, I want forward brake reverse. So we are going to take it and we are going to hit, we want value 2. And then OK. And then we want LiPo. So value 2, we want, we're going to go to item 2, value 1 LiPo. OK. Item 3, voltage cutoff. We want at 3, which is automatic. Item 4, we want at 1. That's our initial start force. So we always want, I want that at 0% personally. Or 1, which is 0%. Alright. Okay, we'll save that. And we'll go to item 5. Item 5, max forward. We want that at 4. That's how fast we can go forward. Item 6. Item 6 is going to be our max reverse force. So right now it's set at 2. I would like it at 3. hit OK to save it. Item 7, that's going to be our maximum braking force. It's set at 9, that's 100%. So that is cool. We want to go to our next one, 8. 8 is going to be the initial brake force, which is 0% at value 1. So we want to save that. And 9 is going to be our drag brake. This is set at 50% right now, and that's kind of where I want to keep it. If you're going for a crawler or something like that, you can go up to 60, 70, 80%, but I like it right here. And then we're going to go to the next one, 10, which is going to be our drag brake rate. And we want that at a level 2. So, and I'll explain that to you. So the drag brake rate at level 2, it's going to be more suitable for this type of truck, towing things around and not that crawler-esque mode that you're really used to and seeing. So when we go to our next item, this is going to be our neutral range. We want our neutral range to be, let's see, let's do our neutral range at 4%, so 0.5 milliseconds. Okay. Let's go to our next item. Item 12, that's our start mode punch. We want that at 5. Okay. 13, PWK frequency, we want that at 5. Okay. BEC voltage, so our internal battery voltage, we want that at number 2. Okay. And then freewheeling. We want freewheeling enabled. And I like to do that when I'm at the end to make sure that I'm actually on this corresponding sticker, because sometimes they might send the wrong one and who knows. So let's go back through and read our values, and then we will give it a quick test and see what changed. I noticed reverse was slower just a minute ago, so we'll see what changed with it. So another thing you can do is you can ask Copilot, like, what should I use? Say I have a Hobbywing G2 and I want the settings. So you can actually just ask it and it will tell you the value and what you should do for each one and tell you what it's going to be. So I said, hey, I've got my Sin F-450. You know, it's not a crawler. I'm going to be pulling lowriders around. What should I do? And it actually gave me everything that I needed. So we'll go back through and we'll go to item 1. That is going to be forward brake. All right. Item 2, LiPo. Item 3, voltage cutoff. Auto. 4, initial start force. 2%. I don't want that at 2. I would like that at 1. Okay. And that's why I go back through, is just to make sure. Everything 5 should be at 100%. That's correct. 6, max reverse force 75%. That's correct. 7, we are at max brake force 100%. That is correct. Initial brake force, we are at 0%. That is correct. Drag brake, we are at 50%. That is correct. Drag brake rate, we are at level 2. That is correct. Initial, or the neutral range, that is going to be 4 at 0.05 milliseconds. Start mode punch is going to be value 5. I think since we are going to be towing, we might want to change this to probably a level 3. Save it. We want this at 16K, so definitely value 5. The BEC voltage, our internal BEC, we want to keep that at 7.4, right? We are running a 3S battery, but we want to BEC it down and keep this motor running okay. Let's see, and we want freewheeling definitely enabled. So once we have all that, go back through again, make sure everything's okay. The only one I'm concerned about is my start mode punch, which is the level 3. Then we're going to power this off. All right, that's powered off. Make sure, yep, disconnect, and put your protective cover back on. If you do not, you'll be buying another ESC immediately. So that's it. Then if you want, you can go through and check all your functions. So we'll go ahead and turn it on. All right, we are on, we are connected. All right, steering works. Let's get our, that works. That works. All right, we got our forward brake reverse. I really like that. I like the way that everything's set up. So that's how you go ahead and set everything up, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you learned a little bit. All right, if you need anything else, just drop something in the comments and I'll be more than happy to help you.